Alright, what's up, y'all? It's me, Broman 2.0. And today we're pretty much gonna be reviewing another chapter of Star Dash Trinity. I haven't uploaded nothing like this in a while, so this will be in a while, first time in a little while since I uploaded a chapter review. So bear with me. And bear with me, Chris, if you watching this. Which y'all already know he the creator of Star Dash Trinity. But yeah. But today we're pretty much gonna be reviewing another chapter of Star Dash Trinity. And today we're pretty much gonna be reviewing chapter 6 of Star Dash Trinity. And I do got been the old man here, so been the old man say something.
Yeah, man, y'all already know, man, I'm from the old school. Y'all know how I do be as me, been the old man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the old school. Y'all know how I do be. Let's go ahead and get into it, it feels good to be back, man. It feels good to be back, bro.
Yeah, for real, though. Like, for real. Like,
yeah, man, for sure, man. Like, man, bro. Man, why you was like on your little hiatus? Your week's hiatus, you know what I'm saying? I was up here chilling in New York, you know what I'm saying, man? Up here in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, with my girlfriend Tovia and John, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, alright, big. Alright, I see you been old, man.
Yeah, man. So, yo. But, let's just go ahead and get into it, man. I'm glad that, like, we finally doing, like, this chapter 6 review, man. That nigga Chris, bro, probably, man, was wondering when you was gonna do another one of these, man. Like, for real.
Yeah, like, I don't know what I was thinking, man. Like, man, I was forgetting over and over again, bro. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, bro.
Yeah, but the important thing is that you back, though, now. You back. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. But
yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it, man. Let's just go ahead and get into it.
Alright, so on the previous chapter of Star Dash Trinity, right? Which was chapter 5, pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like, Sky and Celine and Iris was like in like these super forms and junk. And they was up there fighting Super Neo Metallics. And perfect formation there, tag. Yeah, they tried to. Yeah, they was up there like fighting in like these super forms and just, you know what I'm saying, up there fighting Super Neo Metallics and junk like that. And yeah, man. And and Super Neo Metallics, you know what I'm saying, was trying to counter and jump, but like they was up there whooping them, you know what I'm saying? They was up there whooping them. And and then that's when, like, you know, super Sky said something about like something like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you cornered and junk like that. And then Super Neo Metallics had said not for long. And then yeah. And then it started that's when like them emeralds that was embedded in them, you know, started turning green and just like to a green light. And it sent tremors and junk like that. And for those who want to know like what happened on the previous chapter, I would advise y'all to like go back and go back and watch like my video where I pretty much which I'll leave a link in the description down below to that. As a matter of fact, for those who want to know what happened on the previous chapter when I was doing a review of it, I would suggest y'all, like, if y'all don't want to read it yourself, because I will have the book in the description anyway, which I'm gonna tell y'all about the book anyway. I'm gonna tell y'all about the link to the book anyway. Um, yeah, if y'all want to like read it for yourself, not read it for yourself, but if y'all want to see like my previous review of well, I ain't gonna this you know what, I ain't gonna let y'all watch the review. I ain't gonna let y'all watch my review. If y'all want to read, if y'all want to know what happened on the previous chapter, I would advise y'all on. Well, you know what, yo, if y'all want to know what happened to the previous chapter, like in the previous chapter of Star Dash Trinity, which is chapter 5, I would suggest y'all clicking the link in the description down below. It's gonna say my previous chapter review. Well, my chapter 5 review. And once y'all click that, it's gonna take y'all straight to it. And once y'all click that link, it's gonna take y'all straight to it, to like my review where I reviewed chapter 5. So y'all can know like what happened on the previous chapter. Instead of me giving y'all a flashback of what transpired in junk. So we can go ahead and get into it. Cause I haven't read this junk in a while, like in a long time, bro. So yo. So I'm trying to get back in the groove, and I'm trying to get back and like actually hop into it. So yeah, man. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So yo. So we're pretty much gonna go ahead and read chapter 5. Not chapter 5, but chapter 6. And so Benno, old man, is you ready? Like, is you ready, bro? Like,
Oh yeah, for sure, man. You already know I'm ready, man. Like, man, I've been waiting for this joint. You already know. But yo.
Alright, so yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright. Chapter 6. Final Clash. The sky tore open with chaos light. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. Golly. The sky tore open with chaos light, and the battlefield blazed like a war between gods. Hypersonic, Hypershadow, Hypersilver, Super Sky 2, Supreme Selene, and Super Iris moved as one, their synchronized attacks hammering down on Hyper Neo Metallix, who countered with a devastating blast of pure Master Emerald energy. Their powers collide in flashes of light and shock waves that shook the planet's surface. For a while, the forces remained evenly matched. The girls' perfected teamwork gave them a clear advantage, every strike flowing into the next, every maneuver flawlessly executed. Metallist growled, his systems warning of destabilization. He focused his scanners on the source of his growing frustration. Sky, Selene, Iris. They were the key. Their combined techniques and relentless coordination had given the others the edge. Every time he adjusted his tactics, they responded with another perfectly timed counterattack. Sky darted in first, gold lightning trailing behind her. You're not escaping this time. She created a swirling loop trail around Metallix, which locked down into glowing. Hold up, y'all. Golly, I'm up here messing up, y'all. She created a swirling loop trail around Metallix, which locked down into glowing energy chains that wrapped around his limbs. As he struggled, she rocketed forward in a flying wild rush, slamming into his chest like a cannon. Selene took to the sky next, her doom wings blazing red, black, and gold. Try dodging these, she shouted, unleashing a barrage of super doom spears that tore through the air like missiles. Each strike pounding Metallic's back further. Golly. Hold up, y'all. Celine took the... Hold up, God, I messed up y'all again. God. Celine took to the next... Oh my gosh, bro. Hold up, y'all. Celine took to the sky next, her doom wings blazing red, black, and gold. Try dodging these, she shouted, unleashing a barrage of super doom spears that tore through the air like missiles, each strike pounding Metallic's back further. Pause. All the way pause. Like,
that junkhead said he was pounding him even further. Like, all the way pause.
Bruh. Like, That junk didn't sound right, Chris. But I know what the AI is saying. You don't have to change that. There ain't no error, but it's just the way that junk sound. Like, bro. That junk said it was pounding him back further. Bro.
All the way pause for real. Like,
Alright, let me get back to reading. But that joke. Alright. Then, hold on, wait a minute, golly. Let me get on my chair right. Alright. Then Iris closed her hands, glowing cyan and gold. What the word? Cyan and gold. Chris, I don't know what the word like. I don't know what the AI. I don't know why the word. Oh, cyan and gold. What the world? Yeah, this jump right here where it says then Iris closed her hands, glowing cyan and gold. Like, what is that cyan is, bro? Like, is that like the white fur, like the white part of her, that's glowing or something like that? Like what is that? Like you gonna have to you know what? As a matter of fact, I know what it is. Cause that's the color, like probably her suit, I'm guessing. Like when she in that super form or something like that. I don't know what cyan is, bro. Like, bro, you might have to change that, bro. Like, I don't know, cause that the glowing cyan and gold, like that just don't make no sense. I can understand the glowing and the gold part, but that cyan, bro, like that junk gonna have to be changed. You gonna have to put a different color name on it, like glowing white and gold or something. Like you could put that, cause man, that junk right there don't make no sense. Cyan, like, or you just gonna have to explain to me, like, and for those who know what cyan is, CYAN, tell me what color that is. And don't say it's cyan. Tell me what actual color it is. Is it a different color of shade of white or something? Like, let me know, cause I don't know what that is, bro. But yeah. So that's you gonna have to either you gonna have to change that, Chris, or you gonna have to explain this to me in the comments section, cause I don't know what cyan is, bro. I don't know what that is. This AI man be spouting out words that I don't even know. But anyway, yeah. But let me continue reading. Then Iris closed her hands, glowing cyan and gold. You're not going anywhere. With her enhanced psychokinesis, Super Iris crushed him under a falling barrage of debris, metal, rock, and fractured parts of Safari City, slamming down like a meteor storm. Hyper Neo Metallics stumbled, sparks flying from his armor. His movements now staggered and uneven, but rather than retreat he laughed. Enough, he growled. I will turn all of you and the earth into space dust. He raised his hands to the sky, absorbing every last drop of chaos energy he had left. Above him, a colossal spear of dark chaos energy began to form, laced with emerald and crimson bolts. Its gravity warped the skies. Its intent was clear. He was going to destroy the earth. Yeah, instead of it saying its intent was clear, you could have put his intent was clear. Instead of putting like its intent was clear. Like it's some type of being or something like that he just summoned. Like that's not no being. That's like a little power up thing that he summoned. So yeah. That just like a colossal spirit. They ain't even like no I don't know. Like you get what I'm saying, bro. Like they ain't no thing. It's a move he just did. So you could have just put his intent was clear. And name it like Hyper Neo Metalix instead of saying its intent was clear, referring to like the colossal thing. The colossal thing ain't even a living thing. That is a thing he summoned as a move. Like you know how like you got like the death ball or something with Frieza. That's all. He just summoned like a colossal spear thing that's going down the earth. That's all he did. He ain't saying no being down. So you saying its intent was clear? That don't make sense. So yeah. And I know it ain't your fault, it's the AI's fault. But yeah. But yeah, you gonna have to change that though, bro. Instead of it saying its intent was clear, put his intent was clear. Or you know what, as a matter of fact, you don't even have to change that. Let me get my neck on that. You don't even have to change that. Well, yeah, you do need to change that. You could put his intent was clear, or you could put you could put his intent was clear. So yeah. Or you could put his intentions was clear. Or you could change it to Neo Metallic's intent was clear, or intentions was clear. That's what you could put. Neo Metallic's intentions was clear. That's what you could put. And then it'll flow into he was going to destroy the earth. Like it will flow into like that. So that's what you could change it to. Instead of it saying its intent was clear, just put Neo Metallic's intentions was clear. So yeah, just put that. But yeah, so let's continue reading. So yeah, that's like, so yeah. So that's really the only error like so far that like I done seen is that part. But yeah. And I know it ain't, and like I said, I know it ain't your fault, Chris, it's the AI's fault. And for those who are watching, it ain't Chris's fault, it's the AI's fault. AI was just tripping. But yeah. But yeah, so let me just continue reading. He was going to destroy the earth. No, you don't, Sonic and Shadow yelled in unison. Without hesitation, their auras flared, intertwining with one another, their rainbow auras swirling into two white aura storms. The chaos storm exploded, From within it merged two new entities: legendary, unstoppable, full power, hypersonic, and shadow. Wait, what? Bruh, there's no full power hypersonic. There's only a hypersonic. Like, bruh, I don't know if like there's no second stage to hypersonic for Sonic and Shadow. I don't know why the word you put that on here. That's literally a second stage that you just gave these two people. Like, a full power hypersonic, yeah, there's no such thing as a full power hypersonic. And and for those who are wondering, y'all probably thinking there is a full power. No, this series, y'all gotta understand, Chris's series takes place right after Sonic Frontiers, so that means that we gotta use everything that's canon for Sonic and Shadow and them. Now with Sky and them, they gonna have forms that Sonic and them don't even have. But the fact that you put like full power hypersonic and Shadow, yeah, bro, like they shouldn't have no full power hypersonic or full power, like, I mean, unless I don't know, like, I feel like you gonna have to correct that, bro, where it says full power hypersonic and Shadow. Nah, it should just be hypersonic and Shadow, like just regular hypersonic. It shouldn't be like no full power jump, cause then that's giving them a second stage to the hypersonic thing. You know how you got full power Cell, you got like regular Cell, and then you got regular perfect Cell, and then you got full powered perfect. You got regular perfect Cell. You got like full power perfect Cell. Where head is this nigga, like he kind of like he in Super Saiyan or something. You know what I'm saying? Like in the boot in Cell art, you literally gave the same way like you had that second stage for Perfect Cell where you had that full power Perfect Cell. That's literally what you just gave Sonic and Shadow. They should only have hyper. They shouldn't have no full power hyper. So yeah, man. So you gonna have to change that. I don't know what that AI. I think that it's the AI's fault, bro. It gotta be the AI's fault. Cause man, they shouldn't have like no second stage to like to the hyper form. A full power hyper? Nah, bro. Like, well, now you know what? I'm tripping. Hold up, was they already in hyper? Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Chris, I might be tripping. Hold on now. Before you change anything, I might be tripping. If you already done changed it, hold up, because I might be tripping. Yeah, I might be tripping. Hold on. Yeah, nah, I ain't tripping. I'm definitely not tripping. Yeah, they shouldn't have like no second. You literally just gave them like a second stage to the hyper form. Cause I'm looking at the beginning of this chapter. Sonic is in the hyper form that he should be in, which is just called hypersonic. Shadow is in his hyper form, and Silver's in his hyper form. It shouldn't be no full power hyper. If you go, cause like you said, your series takes place, cause he told me this, y'all. His series takes place right after Sonic Frontiers, with the way his story is set up. So, bruh, Sonic and Shadow shouldn't have no full power hyper. If anything, they should be trying to learn a second stage of full power hyper later on when you drop like another chapter or something. That's when they should be learning it. That's when they should be learning another form of hyper or something. If you gon' give them another form of hyper, which, you know what I'm saying, like, I kind of wouldn't. Which I feel like they really shouldn't need. They really shouldn't need another form of hyper. But the fact that you give them full power hyper, Sonic and Shadow full power hyper, yeah, and it's supposed to be taking place after Sonic Frontiers, yeah, this don't make sense, bro. This don't make sense. And they doing this like off the rip, like, come on, bro. Like somebody goes, like if somebody go play Sonic Frontiers, and here it is, they come to this, or just play the Sonic games in general and know about Hypersonic, and they come to this, and it's supposed to be alternate universe to like the game canon. Yeah, this ain't gonna make sense for them to have a full power hyper, like a second stage to the hyper. That don't make sense, bro. So I don't know if like if you made a mistake or if it was like the AI that was doing this, but yeah, you gonna have to change that, bro. Where it says full power hyper Sonic and Shadow. So yeah, all this right here gonna have to be changed. You gonna have to change this to something else, to where they don't combine, like to where they don't have a second stage to the hyper form. Cause giving them full power hyper, that's like more powerful than a regular hyper, which they shouldn't know how to do that if you going off of like Frontiers, which takes place. This takes place after all the Sonic games, including Frontiers. But this takes place directly after Frontiers. So if this takes place directly after Frontiers, and including all those other games, because Frontiers takes place after all those other games, those other previous Sonic games. So you got to think of it like that. Like, it wouldn't make sense for them to have like a second form of hyper called full power hyper. The full powered hyper form. Like, it wouldn't make sense. So you gonna have to change that, man. But if your series is taking place, because this is, like I said, this is what Chris told me. Chris told me that this series takes place right after Sonic Frontiers. So, yeah. And I've even said this in like my previous chapter reviews. Y'all can go back and watch my previous chapter reviews of it. I've even stated in those videos that this right here is supposed to be like takes place right after Sonic Frontiers, but in the alternate universe. That's what he told me. So, yeah. So that right there gonna have to. We just gonna roll with it. But yeah, this right here gonna have to be changed. That's one error right now. But yeah, with their eyes locked on the massive spear forming above, they summon every ounce of fused chaos power and launched. Wait a minute, hold on. With their eyes locked on the massive spear forming above, they summon every ounce of fused chaos power and launched. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. I'm tripping. Alright. With their eyes locked on the massive spear forming above, they summon every ounce of fused chaos power and launched his signature attack. They fused every ounce of fused. Hold up. They summoned every ounce of fused chaos power and launched his signature technique, Chaos Wind, a golden blue vortex of raw destruction swirling towards the blast. Yeah, that don't make sense, because if it's saying they summon every ounce of fused chaos power and launched, if it's saying they like full power hypersonic and full power shadow, it should be saying they summon every ounce of fused chaos power and launched their signature technique. Not saying they summoned every ounce of fused chaos power and launched his signature technique. Because then it's just naming one person. It's like you go from they to his when it's supposed to be talking about them summoning it, launching it at the same time. It's like it's switching to one person, he. Like, it's like, yeah, bro, I don't know what the AI doing, bro. The AI tripping, bro. I don't know what the AI doing. But you gonna, I don't know. All this right here gonna have to be changed anyway, because like this, I ain't gonna say it has to be changed, but you gonna have to make it to where they do a different move instead of them going into like a full, instead of Sonic and Shadow going into a full powered hyper version of their form, when like they shouldn't have it. They shouldn't have a full power hyper. They should just only have hyper. Cause if you go off the games, which this takes place after, it's like, bruh, you don't have no full power hyper. You can't have it where like they do a move and it's not explained. Like they gotta, I don't know, they gotta like learn it. I feel like they gotta learn it, like over time or something. Like they gotta learn that move over time or something like that. Unless I'm tripping. Unless it was explained in the previous chapters that like that they learned it, but I don't think it is, bro. So yeah, and they shouldn't know it because you have to show them learning that move. You have to show them learning like the full powered version of the hyper form. So yeah, man. So this whole jump right here, but the part where it says like, but if, like I said, if you would have like made it to where like they actually learned how to do this move, this part will make sense. But all you would have had to do was just correct it where it says his signature technique. You would have had to put their signature technique. But yeah, all this is like an error anyway, though, bro. So yeah, bro. But yeah, I don't know. You would have to figure out like how to like flow the story into like whatever is gonna happen next. Because the full power jump just messed all this junk up, bro. Cause they shouldn't have no full power hyper form. They should just have regular hyper. But yeah, I might be tripping though. But yeah, they shouldn't have no full power hyper, bro. Yeah, they shouldn't have no full power hyper. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Like Chris, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Like, did they in the other chapters? Did it in the previous chapters that I've read? Did it show anywhere in that chapter where they had their own little arc where like they learned like a new form called full power? Because if it ain't, because I haven't read this in a while, man. So you gotta like kind of remind me on certain things, man. So yeah. But yeah, man, that full power jump, it messed all this up. Because if I'm not mistaken, you didn't show nowhere where like they mastered the full power hyper jump. You got it where they just doing this like off the rip. Well, not you per se, but the AI is saying that. I don't know why I'm saying you. But the AI got it saying that. But yeah, let me get my neck on that. Golly. But yeah. But let's just continue though, y'all. The two energy attacks clashed mid-air. So that's literally like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's 2 errors. I think I did like 2 errors so far. Yeah, that's 2 errors. Because the first error is like the full power hypersonic and shadow. And then you got like the second error, which this is like an error anyway. But when it goes down to like that they summon every ounce of fused chaos power and launched his signature technique, that's when it That's when it don't make sense because it's supposed to be saying Sonic and Shadow summon every ounce. It should be saying they summon every ounce of fused chaos power and launched their signature technique, which is called, the Chaos Wind. That's what it should be saying. But yeah, the AI just tripping. So that's literally like two errors. But that first error is gonna change when you correct that. It's gonna change all like what's happening with like this paragraph with the part where it says with their eyes and all that locked on the jump. So yeah. So all that, like, I don't know how you gonna change that, but you gonna have to change that in a way to where it flows with everything that's already existing in the story moving forward. I don't know how you gonna be able to do it, but you gonna have to change. You gonna have to change something up. So yeah. So yeah, that's literally like, technically that's just one error because it goes off of like the full power jump. So really, I'm just gonna boil it down to one error. I'm just gonna make it what it is just all like one error. The two energy attacks clashed midair in a massive explosion that tore the clouds apart. But Metalix, even weakened, kept pushing. We need to help them, Iris shouted. She extended both hands toward Metalix. Her psychokinesis surged, freezing him in midair, locking his limbs and keeping him vulnerable. Now, Sky summoned what remained of her cyber chaos energy, blissing forward like a golden bolt. She shouldered charge Metalix, sending him flying downward toward the energy vortex. Let's end this, Celine cried out, forming a doom blast and using her wings to rocket forward, slamming into Metalix and forcing him fully into the attack. Move, Sonic called out as the girls veered away just in time. The Chaos Wind engulfed Hyper Neo Metalix, detonating in a blinding supernova of color and fury. The ground quaked, the skies cracked, time itself seemed to stop, and then silence. Smoke drifted over the battlefield. The 7 Chaos Emeralds scattered from the sky in a flash of rainbow light. In the center of the crater, nothing. Only the emeralds remained. Metallic's body had vanished. He escaped, Iris whispered, her aura flickering. He's still out there. But there was no time to think on that. Both Sky and Celine suddenly dropped to their knees, and their auras shattering like glass. Their bodies were racked with pain as the chaos backlash from pushing their superforms beyond their limits took hold. Sky coughed, her voice weak. That really hurts. Celine winced. Did we win at least? Yes, Iris said gently, picking both of them up with her psychokinesis. But you two need help now. She floated downward, carrying her teammates in her arms. Her face focused despite the exhaustion. Golly, the exhaustion. Golly. I'm up here struggling.
Golly, man, you struggling, bro. You couldn't even say exhaustion? Exhaustion? Like, come on, man.
Bro, you couldn't even say it talking about me. Like,
bro, alright, man. Golly, bro.
Exhaustion. Okay. Silver, Shadow, and Sonic flew to her side. Sonic handed Iris a small beacon. Get them to Knuckles at the Master Emerald Shrine, Sonic said. The chaos energy there might heal them faster. I'll get them there. Iris nodded, holding her friends close. As she flew off into the horizon toward Angel Island, the Chaos Emeralds hovered in the air behind them, silent, glowing, and watching. Alright, so that's pretty much it for chapter 6 of Stardust Trinity. So yeah. So let me go ahead and so let me just go ahead and share my thoughts real quick. Alright, so my thoughts. This chapter right here is 5. This chapter right here is 5. The errors that I mentioned where like here it is, it's that one where like you remember all the ones that I mentioned, like the one where like it was the first one where like it was where it said something about like some its intention was clear. It should have said what was it? Hyper Neo Metallix's intentions was clear. That's what it should have said. And then it would have went into he was going to destroy the world or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That would have flowed. So really it is 2 errors. So now, I got to get my neck on there. It actually is 2 errors. Forget what I said before. It's actually 2 errors. And then that other error where it says something about like some full power hypersonic and Shadow. Sonic and Shadow shouldn't even have no full power hyper form. Like, they don't got no full power hyper form. That jump right there is something that you should have where here it is. It's an arc behind it where we gotta see them master something like that. Sonic and them never had no full power hyper form in none of the previous Sonic games. If you were to go before like not Sonic and Shadow, but the hyper form only has the regular hyper form. It doesn't have no full power mode to it. It just has like a hyper jump. So the jump what you had before in the beginning of the chapter where it said Hypersonic and Hyper Shadow and Hyper Silver, that's what it should have stayed as. Sonic and Shadow shouldn't be going to no full power hyper. I don't know if you made a mistake or if it was the AI's fault. I'm just going to say it's most likely the AI's fault, or either you probably wasn't really thinking and thought, okay, let me just put this in here and let this go with the flow. They shouldn't have no full power hyper form. They should only have the regular hyper form that you had written that was at the beginning of this chapter, where it was just naming all the people that was going in to attack Super Neo, not Super, but Hyper Neo Metallix, aka Neo Metallix. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's what it should have been. It should have stayed as, not like, oh, we just gonna like give it like a, like a second stage to that hyper jump that Silver, not that Silver, but that Sonic and Shadow got. Nah, they should just stayed as regular hyper. That part where they was connecting their powers and stuff, it should have just created that big chaos or whatever it was that you said that the full power version of them hyper forms that Sonic and Shadow did. That should have went in with that. It should have never been no full power hyper, like 2 entities coming out of like a what was it? Something about the tornado, and here it is, boom bam, you got full power hypersonic and then full power Shadow. It shouldn't full power hyper Shadow. It should just be regular hypersonic and regular hyper Shadow. That's all they should have. They shouldn't have like no second stage to it. That's what golly, I don't want to spoil it, but that's what the other characters are gonna have in the future. That one character, the one of the 3 girls gonna have in the future. I ain't gonna spoil who it is, But you know what I'm talking about, Chris. You wrote it in the story. One of the girls supposed to have like another power to like the regular hypersonic. It's supposed to be something the regular hyper form. That should be the only one that should have like another stage to that hyper jump. It shouldn't be no it shouldn't be no Shadow and Sonic got like the full powered version of like hyper. Nah, they shouldn't have it. They should just have like the regular hyper form. Like how you had it at the beginning of this chapter. Where it was naming all the people that was going after, when it had that big list that I was naming earlier. You know what I mean, but yeah. So it's technically the AI's fault, or either I think it was I just want to say that like I don't think it's the AI's fault. I think you wasn't probably really thinking when you was letting the AI like do what it needed to do on that part. I feel like you how should I put it? I feel like you probably wasn't thinking. Which that is nothing wrong with that, man. People make mistakes. I made mistakes. Sometimes I don't even think. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't even be thinking. So, yeah, man. So that right there was just a little mistake on your end. That part. But that whole junk where it was saying something about like what was it? It's a tent. Nah, that was that AI's fault, bro. That AI, I don't know what the world was doing on that part. It should have said Hyper Neo Metallic's intentions was clear, instead of it saying its intent was clear. Like it's like a entity or whatnot, like that he just summoned. Like no, like, but yeah, I don't know, but you get what I'm saying, Chris. But yeah, so those are really the only two errors within this junk. But besides all that though, this junk was fire. Yeah, I know I usually like say what like everything that I like before I give like the negative, because I think that's what I usually do on these jumps. I have to go back and rewatch my previous chapter reviews to your jump, but I usually would give you the positive before the negative. But I got to give you the negative first. From now on, I'm gonna give a person the not the negative, but like the mistakes first, which because you could say it's a negative, but because mistakes aren't really yeah, you get what I mean. But yeah, I'm putting myself in a hole right now. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, yeah, let me get my neck once again. Yeah, everybody who's watching the premiere, type in "Get Your Neck Bro Man 2.0" because I don't know what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I can tell that I haven't been reviewing this stuff in about a while. So yeah, I need to get back on the road with reviewing this stuff. But continuing as I was saying though, right, is that yeah, besides all that though, besides those two errors that I just mentioned, yeah, besides those two errors, the junk was fire. You know what I'm saying? The junk was fire. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that like they all work together to take down Neo Metallics. You know what I'm saying? While he's in this little hyper form. Yeah, I like that part where like where Sky was in like her super 2 form, where like she had did the little side loop and put the chains on them, like how it was. Y'all know like in Frontiers, like when y'all play as Sonic, and Sonic like at the very last it was like the Titan. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's at the end of the game on in the Super Sonic 2 ending, the true ending for Sonic Frontiers, where like Sonic goes Super Sonic 2. And y'all know like when y'all do that side loop, it put chains on them. It put chains on the Titan. I like the fact that like you incorporated it with Super Sky 2. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that like you incorporated that. I like the fact that she did that little side loop and put the chains on them like how Supersonic 2 used to do in Frontiers. So yeah, that's a good callback to Frontiers. That Junkers 5. And yeah, and Iris was like really carrying the team by the end, cause that sister, even though she was tired, that sister like carried like the unconscious other chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like the unconscious Celine and Sky. So she kind of like pulled through at the end, even though she was beaten and battered by like the drawbacks of like the, you know, they super forms and stuff like that. Like she pulled through more than Sky and Celine, cause she was carrying them at the end. You know what I'm saying? And now they gotta go like to like Angel Island and jump, so like she could put them there like the Master Emerald, so they could heal up and jump. So yeah, Iris like carried through, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Iris carried through for real. But man, for real, like I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, she really pulled through. Not to say that Sky didn't do her thing, and not to say that Celine didn't do her thing, but it's just the fact that she had drawbacks from the super form, but she didn't go unconscious. Celine and Sky got unconscious, and she had to carry them and had to fly them all the way over to like Angel Island, while like kind of weak from the drawback, so she didn't get unconscious. She pulled through. She was like, I'm about to fight through this pain and carry my homies all the way over to like Angel Island. Like that's crazy. Wild flying there. Like that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So yo, so that's a feat of itself for Iris. So yeah, I was not expecting no feat like that from Iris, bro. To be honest, that's crazy. But yeah, but that's pretty much all I gotta say on it, man. Like, besides those two errors that I mentioned, and I know I've been messing up in like this review, man. But Chris, to be honest, bro, I haven't did like these reviews in a while. You've been paying attention to my channel. I haven't been doing these reviews in a while. So yeah, man, it's still some stuff that I done forgot from the previous chapters. All I know is that after that little mission that they did at the beginning, they started having a little celebration, and then that's when all this started. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I know. But word for word, bar for bar, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I need rehash on that, but I still remember a lot of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I still remember a lot of the stuff that I read. So yeah. But don't worry though, I'm gonna lock back in on these reviews, cause man, I remember I used to be on point with these reviews at one point. But yeah, yeah. But yeah. So yes, that's pretty much all I gotta say on that. So yeah, and what I rate this chapter, I have to give this chapter a, wait a minute, I'll have to give this chapter a 8.5 out of 10. Right, I have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Now you know what? I have to give it a 8 out of 10. To be honest, cause if you deduct like here it is, one mistake would be like 9.5 out of 10, and a second mistake would be like a second mistake would be probably a, nah, you know what? It would have to be a second mistake would be like an 8 out of 10. So I had to give this jump like an 8 out of 10. Nah, actually, cause you gonna have to do some changes, like, you know, even after like the sentence where it was the full powered Sonic and Shadow, cause you know, like they kind of like better flow everything. So I would really have to give this like a 7 out of 10, really. Yeah, I had to give it a 7 out of 10. This is the first 7 out of 10 that I've had, to be honest. You know what? Nah, that's unfair. I'll just give it a 8 out of 10, bro. I have to give it an 8 out of 10 because I feel like that's unfair for me to like here it is be deducting points like that. So, yeah, nah, you know what? Cause two mistakes will take down 2, right? Yeah, will take down 2. So I put it as an 8 out of 10. I have to give this joke an 8 out of 10. Reason why it ain't a 9 out of 10, I mean a 10 out of 10 is due to the fact that like that one mistake, you know, the 2 mistakes that happened. That's the reason why it ain't a 10 out of 10. If those mistakes weren't in there, it would have been like a 10 out of 10. Cause you already know my reviews be honest. Cause I had to backpedal a lot in like this not backpedal, but I had to like, you know, correct myself on this junk. So yeah, it would be like an 8 out of 10. It'll be a 8 out of 10, man. But yeah, I gotta get back in the groove of this, man. I haven't done this in a while, Chris. I haven't done this in a while for those who watching. So yeah, but yeah, so been the old man, share your thoughts, man, cause we gotta wrap this junk up, cause I can't wait to get this review out. So yo, so been the old man, share your thoughts on this junk. Share your thoughts about this junk.
Alright, so my thoughts, right? My thoughts. I gotta agree with a lot of what Bro Man 2.0 is saying, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it's a lot more mistakes in this, probably than what it was in, I think, some of the previous chapters. Like, nah. Yeah, it's more mistakes in this one than it was in the previous chapters. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but I think this is like the most mistakes that is had in, like, you know, in the previous chapters. That more mistakes than this than it was in the previous chapters. Because the previous chapters didn't really have no mistakes. Like, they had like little mistakes here and there, but it didn't really like deduct it, like, you know, how like you know, like how like you know, like how it's deducted this time. But continuing as I was saying though, like I said before, I gotta agree with Bro Man 2.0. This jump right here, 5. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta agree with a lot of the stuff like that Bro Man 2.0 is saying about like the mistakes. Like that first mistake was that AI where it said something about like some its intent was clear. That jump right there, like, yeah, I don't know what the world going on with that. That was the AI's fault. It should have said Hyper Neo Metallix's intentions was clear. Then it would have flowed with that other sentence, talk about some he was going to destroy the earth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, yeah. Or you could have switched like that other sentence where it said, Nah, you could keep it where it says like he's going to destroy the world. Not the world, but the earth. So yeah, cause world and earth is literally the same thing. I don't know what I was thinking, man. Like, man, I don't know what I'm thinking, bro.
Yeah, bro, cause like it's literally the same thing. Like earth and world is literally the same thing, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, man, look. I've been smoking too much weed today, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been hitting too much licks today. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm off. Man, look, I don't know where I'm at, man. Look. Alright, look. What I gotta rate it? Man, look. What I gotta rate it? I have to rate it the same thing that Bro Man 2.0 said. An 8 out of 10. I have to give it an 8 out of 10 too, man. And I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, Bro Man, well, not Bro Man, but Ben the Old Man, you be agreeing with Bro Man 2.0 all the time. Not all the time. There's sometimes where I give like a certain. I think it was one time I had gave a different rating than you one time. Like, well, nah. As a matter of fact, nah. But with ratings on like reviews, we be the same on that. But when it comes down to like other stuff, like Broman 2.0 don't know how to play what was it, King of Fighters like how I know how to. I know how to play King of Fighters better than Broman 2.0. Like, ain't that's right, Broman 2.0.
Yeah. Like he think that how should I put it? He think that Ben the old man thinks that what was the guy Lee? Ben the old man thinks that it's good with the I ain't gonna say it's good with the jump. But Ben the old man, I'm trying to figure out like what's the difference between me and you, bro. Well, I don't know why I said figure out, but I'm trying to name like a difference between like something that we don't agree on. That I don't agree on, but you might agree on. For example, Ben the old man, he the type of nigga he'd go out like if he was still singing, he'd go out with a chick who got her OnlyFans. I don't agree with that junk, but he will. He'll go out with a chick who got her OnlyFans. So yeah, he think it ain't nothing wrong with it, but I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Well, yeah, he thinks that. I don't think that. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, but yeah, I mean, not I don't think that, but I think that it's wrong. But he think that it ain't wrong. He think that just cause he in the videos, it's you know what I'm saying. Like so, yeah. I'm the type, man. Even if me and the chick, you know what I'm saying, like, are in the videos and she ain't necessarily in the videos with somebody else, I still wouldn't date no chick that got no OnlyFans. But he will, as long as she messing with him in the videos. If you get my drift. So, yeah. But yeah, so that's something that we don't agree on. So
yeah, like for sure, like for real. So yeah, like he think that that Rumblefish is trash. He think that the controls is trash. I think that the controls are fire in Rumblefish. It's this game called Rumblefish. If y'all don't know what Rumblefish is, y'all crazy, bro. But anyway, I feel like I ain't gonna say y'all crazy, but y'all need to get into that game. Y'all need to definitely get into that game. That's like a fighting game. John like amazing. But yeah, but that John right there, like yeah. So yeah. But continuing as I was saying, no, I had to get this junk like an 8 out of 10, man. I have to get this junk an 8 out of 10. So yeah, man. But yo. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. And I'm gonna see y'all peace in the ear. Been no man now. But yo.
Alright, y'all, so that's pretty much been the old man's thoughts on the joint. So now I'm about to go ahead and end this video. So yeah, if y'all new to this channel, like, comment, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell when y'all hit all on it. So y'all get instant notification on when I upload. Yeah, if y'all wanna read this book for y'allself, I highly advise y'all go and read the book for y'allself. It'll be in the link in the description down below. It's gonna say the book, and it's gonna have a link beside it. Once y'all click that link, it's gonna take y'all straight to Wattpad to where y'all can read it. But I would highly advise y'all, if y'all not already signed into Wattpad, sign into Wattpad first. then come back into to this video and then click the link so it could take you straight to without it asking you, hey, look, sign up for this, sign up for that. You see what I'm saying? So I highly advise y'all to go do that on the app, by the way. Like, if y'all got a phone, I'd rather y'all do that on the app, by the way, on the phone. If y'all don't got no phone, then y'all, and which 99% of people do, but for those who just want to do it like on the website, boom, bam, it's going to be way more easier. You sign in, boom, bam, that's it. But on the app, they're going to be asking you, oh, like, what's your interest and stuff like that. They're going to be asking you all that, like, once you signed in. Like, they be doing too much, so, yeah. But, yeah, and if y'all want to, go subscribe to, Christopher Taylor, it'll be in the link in the description down below. It's gonna say the writer of this book, and it's gonna have Christopher Taylor's channel link right there. Once y'all click that link, it's gonna take y'all straight to his channel. And yes, he is the writer of Stardust Trinity, who is also the writer for Ruby the Astro Hunter. Yeah. So yeah, he's the same writer in junk, which I mentioned that in previous videos. But yeah, and for those who want to join my Discord, you have to be 20 or 20. I know I keep saying this, but you have to be 20 or 21 in order to join my Discord. You have to be 20, 21 or older in order to join my Discord. My fault. You have to be 20, 21 or older. If you're not 20, 21 or older, and you're like 19 and below, yeah, bro, you can't join my Discord. If I find out that you that age, you will be kicked out of my Discord and banned. Like, banned out of my Discord, because I don't want no teenagers in my Discord, bro. We all adults over here, bro. Like, y'all gotta get up out of here. So, yeah. But for those who want to join my Discord, it'll be in the link in the description. It's gonna be in the link in the description down below. It's gonna say my Discord, and it's gonna have a link beside that. Once y'all click that link, it's gonna take y'all straight to my Discord. For those who want to follow me on TikTok, which anybody can follow me on TikTok, no matter who it is, it'll be in the link in the description, and it'll be in the link in the description down below. Golly, I'm messing up. It'll be in the link in the description down below. It's gonna say my TikTok. It's gonna have a link beside that. Once y'all click that link, it's gonna take y'all straight to my TikTok, to where y'all can follow me. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I gotta say. Yeah, sorry, Chris, if I've been making a lot of mistakes with the way I've been talking in this video. Bro, I haven't even done these reviews in a long time, so I'm gonna have to get back in the groove of making them. But yeah, so next Friday, right? Next Friday, I will be doing another reaction video to the Sonic Plus show. It's probably gonna be episode 3, I think, cause we done reacted to episode 2. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, it'll be yeah. So next Friday, we're gonna be reacting to episode 3 of season 1, episode 3 of the Sonic Plus show. That'll be next Friday. The Friday after that, we'll be doing a review to Stardust Trinity Chapter 7. So yeah. So we gotta go back and forth with this. One Friday is Stardust Trinity, one Friday is not one Friday. One Friday is let me start back over. One Friday it'll be the Sonic Plus show, then the next Friday after that it'll be Stardust Trinity, then after that it'll be the Sonic Plus show, then after that it'll be Stardust Trinity. It's gonna be back and forth. Each Friday, it's gonna be back and forth. Like that's how we doing it. Like how I've been telling y'all before. So yeah. So see y'all. Peace and yo. Bro, man,